During World War I, goods destined for New York City and the European front overwhelmed the port of New Jersey. Upwards of 180,000 rail cars were unable to unload their cargo on the New Jersey side of the Hudson River, leading to coal and food shortages, particularly in New York City. The New Jersey Interstate Bridge and Tunnel Commission, in conjunction with the New York State Bridge and Tunnel Commission, collaborated on the construction of a vehicular tunnel between Lower Manhattan and Jersey City. The state of New Jersey anticipated severe traffic congestion throughout Jersey City, Newark, and Elizabeth once the tunnel was opened. Consequently, in the early 1920s, the state of New Jersey planned an extension of pre-1927 Route 1 from its terminus in Elizabeth to the Holland Tunnel. Prior to the extension, New Jersey State Route 1 ran between Trenton and Elizabeth. At the time, the extension was the biggest highway project ever attempted in the United States. Chief engineer of the Highway Department, William J. Sloan, a former railroad engineer, tapped another railroad man, Frederick Lavis, to design the highway. The proposed roadway was to be 50 feet wide, consisting of 4 10-foot travel lanes with an additional 10-foot lane for emergency purposes. Connections to major arteries were made via ramps entering and leaving the highway, an innovation of highway design at the time. The Route 1 extension was unique in that it was designed using certain mathematical and economic formulas. The economic effect of distance, the effect of curvature, rise and fall, the cost of delay, and the cost of vehicle operation. The 13.2-mile extension faced many obstacles, some natural and some unnatural. The rocky ridge west of the Holland Tunnel would require a 1,700-foot viaduct to be constructed from 12th Street to the crest of the Jersey City Heights. West of the bluff, state engineers designed a bi-level roadway. The top level was to serve local traffic, and the bottom level, an express route through the Palisades. Motorists exiting the covered highway were carried over the Erie and Pennsylvania railroads on a short viaduct. The route then underpassed Hudson Boulevard to the newly constructed Tonnele Circle. Miles of marsh and the confluence of two rivers, the Hackensack and Passaic, dumping their waters into Newark Bay, stood in the way of the new highway. A tunnel was considered, but deemed too costly. In 1925, the New Jersey Highway Commission applied for permits from the Department of War to construct two bridges with a clearance of 35 feet. Initially, the permits were denied due to conflicts with marine interests on the rivers. Several collisions with low-lying bridges on the Lincoln Highway, Truck 19, caused marine operators to balk at more movable bridges. Consequently, the state decided to construct two bridges that stood 135 feet over the Passaic and Hackensack rivers. The two bridges and their connecting spans stretched for 3.5 miles between Jersey City and Newark. The Newark Jersey City Viaduct was the final link of the Route 1 extension to open in 1932. In 1933, the viaduct was renamed General Pulaski Skyway. The first of its kind causeway drastically reduced travel times between Elizabeth and Jersey City. West of the Passaic River, the route curved south and skirted the edge of the meadows, bypassing Newark. The roadway was elevated, so traffic could overpass local streets and railways without stopping. A traffic circle was constructed by Newark Airport, so that vehicles on the extension could interchange, with routes 21 and Route 29, now 22. The highway traversed through Elizabeth on widened local streets and over the Elizabeth River before terminating at Bayway Circle. In 1927, State Route 1 was renumbered to 25. In 1953, most of the extension was redesignated U.S. Route 1 and 9. The sunken highway east of Tonnele Circle was renumbered, U.S. Route 19 Business. By the 1990s, Route 1 and 9 Business was changed to Route 139.